I'll catch up. Good morning, everyone. This is Anneka Johns with KUTV 2 News. I'm currently here live in Glendale, Arizona, just an offshoot of Phoenix, where we are waiting for the Charlie Kirk memorial service to begin. That will start in approximately 2 hours or so. Or about 2.5 hours, I should say. But I just wanted to give you guys a live look at the current crowd. I arrived here early this morning at 3:30, and there were already hundreds of people, if not thousands, already lining up, and we've well surpassed that number. I believe we might even have over 100,000 people out here just this morning, waiting to get inside of this arena. So let me go ahead and switch my camera around so I can show you guys what the current scene it looks like. So as you can see there, we have so many people. Now from this angle, the stadium is behind me, and I'll turn my camera over that way in just a moment. But as you can see, just quite the turnout here this morning for Charlie Kirk and this memorial service. It just wraps around this parking lot here, and this is just one entrance. There are several other entrances. Now this is where that security checkpoint is that people are having to go through before they even enter the stadium. You can just see the large crowd of people that is gathered here, all just waiting patiently to head inside. It has been very, very busy this morning. Very, very busy. And so my photographer and I, we are currently moving out of this parking lot. We're gonna go to the sidewalk to give another view of what we're currently looking at. Just to see if we can tell exactly how many people are out here. I'm sure having an actual number is going to be a little difficult, but this stadium here, the State Farm Stadium, will hold 73,000 people, a little over 73,000 people at max capacity. Now they are expecting to fill this stadium up, so they have the Desert Diamond Arena, which just so happens to be across the street, open for that overflow that they do expect to fill up the State Farm Stadium, and then even potentially the Desert Diamond Arena. There is, again, quite a large turnout here. Let me show you where that Desert Diamond Arena here is. So this is the State Farm Stadium, as you can see right there. Sorry, I have to put something down in order for my phone to zoom. There we go. So there's the State Farm Stadium. Now the Desert Diamond Arena is just across the street, right over there. And that is where the overflow is going to be set up there. But you can just see how many people are out here this morning, how many different crews from various different fire and police departments out here helping. As you can see, it is starting to get a little bit more hot this morning. We do have some cloud cover, which is very nice, or else it would be extremely hot at this point. Not that it's not hot, it is very hot, especially for those who may be coming from out of town. But again, just crazy lines out here this morning. I don't know if you can see it far in the distance here. There we go, I'll zoom in. We can see that there are even some mounted police on horseback here, just helping maintain the crowds. They're on the opposite side of the fence there. But very, very busy this morning. Again, this is just behind the arena, or the arena's behind me, excuse me. This is more at the edge of the parking lot. So they have this sneaking from this entrance here, comes around to this line here, then snakes around in this section. Then once they are finished there, they'll go down this line over here, which then leads them to over here where that stadium entrance is being set up. Or excuse me, where that stadium entrance is. Again, they have to go through that security checkpoint. There are no bags allowed inside of this stadium, and this is very, very tight security, considering that both the president and the vice president of the United States are going to be in attendance for this event, so they have to take things very, very strictly. Sounds like some individuals are cheering. It looks like the crowd is moving quite well, despite how many people are there. But again, they have to go through these checkpoints in order to even enter into the stadium, since there are some enhanced safety measures in place. So with that security, it's very much, as we know, ramped up because of who's going to be in attendance here today. So I actually spoke to the Glendale Police Department prior to this event, and they said that they're no stranger to large crowds, right? They obviously have an NFL stadium here, so they're used to handling Super Bowl sized games. They've actually hosted 3 Super Bowls, the latest one being in 2023. So they know how to handle these large crowds. But this is a little bit different, since they do have those high level dignitaries in attendance. So security is even more ramped up than it normally would be. So there is a very strict, as I mentioned before, no bag policy either to get into the stadium. And this is actually going to start here in about an hour and 20 minutes or so. It will be starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time, so Arizona time, and which is noon back home in Salt Lake City. Now, one of the requests from Anneka Kirk and the Turning Point USA family was for people to wear red, white, and blue. Obviously, as we know, Charlie was an advocate for patriotism and the American way, and so they are very much embracing that request. There's red, white, and blue found everywhere, American flags, people walking around with those as well. They also asked for people to be in their Sunday best, so there are people obviously dressed in very appropriate attire, nice dress shirts, ties, dresses, and things along those lines. So everybody seems to be also in a very, very good mood this morning. There's obviously a lot of sadness that surrounds this event. Everybody is mourning the loss of Charlie Kirk here, but they are happy to be here together as a community. And people from all over have come here. I've spoken to people from New Mexico, some from Texas, California. Obviously, we're here from Utah where this all started. And so this is obviously a great and large turnout for Charlie and everything that he stood for. So we're going to be streaming the service live on air and online at KUTV.com. And again, just in case you missed it, that begins at noon Salt Lake City time. That is 11 o'clock here Pacific time in Arizona. Again, we'll be streaming that live on air, channel 2. And then we will also be taking that live on our website at KUTV.com. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Not too much more to show you guys. Obviously, again, the crowds are huge. And so I'll give you one more look at that before I go ahead and switch this off. And we're going to change locations again, as I said, just to show a little bit more of the crowd and get more photos and videos, just to show you, again, the turnout here for Charlie Kirk. But quite the turnout here this morning. And even more people continue to show up. So it's going to be a very long and a very large service, again, for Charlie. And then, as well, in case you just missed it, we're going to be streaming it live on air, channel 2, KUTV, and then also online at KUTV.com. But for now, I'll go ahead and sign off there. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will go ahead and answer those. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching.